Good morning and welcome back or welcome to my channel. My name is Kristen and I'm coming to you from upstate New York. Oh, I hear the plow this morning. I don't have as much time this morning, but I did just want to read the reading for the Daily Stoic today and maybe do a little bit of brush stroke or brush lettering practice. Okay, got my coffee. Orange cat is around. Gordie is around. He's looking out the window. Okay. So today is January 17th. Reboot the real work. I am your teacher and you are learning in my school. My aim is to bring you to completion, unhindered, free from compulsive behavior, unrestrained, without shame, free, flourishing, and happy, looking to God in things great and small. Your aim is to learn and diligently practice all these things. Why then don't you complete the work? If you have the right aim, and I have both the right aim and the right preparation, what is missing? The work is quite feasible and is the only thing in our power. Let go of the past. We must only begin. Believe me, and you will see. I really like that. We must only begin. And that really the work is feasible. We can do it, and it's the only thing in our power to do that. Do you remember in school or early in your life being afraid to try something because you feared you might fail at it? Most teenagers choose to fool around rather than exert themselves. Half-hearted, lazy effort gives them a ready-made excuse. It doesn't matter. I wasn't even trying. As we get older, failure is not so inconsequential anymore. What's at stake is not some arbitrary grade or intramural sport trophy, but the quality of your life and your ability to deal with the world around you. Don't let that intimidate you, though. You have the best teachers in the world, the wisest philosophers who ever lived, and not only are you capable, the professor is asking for something very simple. Just begin the work. The rest follows. So I really like that. Yeah, being afraid to try something new. That was me even just showing up and doing these videos. This will be the second week of videos, and for probably the past year or 2 years, really, I've thought that would be really fun to do some vlogging, or I wasn't really sure what I wanted to share, but I just kind of wanted to do something like that because I knew I enjoyed watching other vlogs and learning from people, and I thought that would be really fun, but I did let fear hold me back for a really, really long time, and to just begin, when you just jump in and do it and kind of let go of expectation of what it's going to be and just do the work, show up, and it will kind of evolve into what it should be for you. So I like that. I've gotten some tracing paper to practice, and actually I kind of want to trace over where they had the title page there, basic strokes. You can see where it's not lined up because I had just put the tracing paper under the pad. It's this Crayola tracing paper, 150 sheets. It got good reviews on Amazon, so we can give it a try here. It's 25 pounds. So I had just slipped it under a sheet, and so it moved, obviously. So I would suggest taking some tape, or if you have the washi tape that comes off, or like a painter's tape, to just tape down the piece. Would you like to come up and say hello? I see you getting ready to jump. I'm going to help you out. Okay, Gordon's coming in here. I would tape that down if you're going to rip it out, to trace over. Yes. Oh, good boy. Yeah. Say hello to everybody. Oh, he's pawing at the Daily Stoic. Yes, he loves attention in the morning. He needs his attention in the morning. Yes. It's all about you in the morning, Orange Cat. It is. Yes, we love you. So that could just be a great way, especially if you have a brush lettering book, like a hard or soft cover book that you don't want to just do your work in. It'll allow you to actually continually practice in it. Easy, buddy. So picked out this koi fish tape. I love this. I got it on Temu, and my dad has a koi fish pond, and I really do love koi fish. There's something about the colors, and just like, I don't know, they're just so like that Japanese, I don't know, I'm very drawn to that. So anyways, I love this, the colors here in the water, almost orange and blue and red swirled together there. It is quite different as you unroll it, actually, as I'm looking at it. So if I warm up with some of these strokes. Again, I have a hard time using things that I value, I guess, as being good things, or don't want to waste it, but it's not wasting it. It's actually using it for what it's intended for. Otherwise, it's sitting in a drawer, not being used, and that is such a waste. So, how did I get this off before? Looks like I got. I had a really bad hangnail yesterday. I guess that. Ouch. Well, I have used this before. I can't remember how I got it off. I don't. Well, I'm gonna set that down. Take a break from it. Can't seem to figure it out. And I'm just gonna pick up a pen, and this, I was drawn to this olive green 281, and I'm just gonna give it one more try here. There we go. Pull in there we go. Oh, and I'm gonna keep. Oh, actually, we're gonna use this plastic sheet. Perfect. That's exactly what I was looking for. Okay. have a feeling this is not going to come up like washi tape, and that's okay. And really probably should have taped the sides, but again, it's all right. Okay, let's start with the loops. And what I really like about this paper, what caught my eye in the review when someone used it, was using the tracing paper when you're done for maybe collage or I don't know, it just looks really cool. There's something about the effect of the tracing paper that I really like. And I really like this olive green with the purple. And I'm not sure I'm going to be able to find the same purple I used there, but let's just use this. This is Lilac 226. And this was practicing up and down strokes. And this is from, on Instagram, it's White Lily Lettering. And it's whitelilylettering.com was this basic strokes. This was another freebie that I found to print and do some stroke practice with. So remember, you're gonna hold your pen kind of parallel to the paper. Well, I guess more, I have a hard time describing it. I guess kind of paralleling your hand like that, but pressing downward, almost perpendicular, I guess, to the, well, not perpendicular to the page, more parallel. And as you're going down, you're going to put heavy, like consistent pressure on your pen. And as you come up, you're going to kind of lighten up, and you'll get that nice thin stroke. So heavy stroke down, light up, and then I'm rounding and coming down. So I'm heavy pressure and back up light. Yeah, I really like that lilac with the olive green. It's pretty. And then let's just do, I want to practice some of those loops. Let's just pull a pink. Let's pull a pink. How about this 𝙱𝙰𝙻𝙰𝙽𝙲 375. Consecutive loops. Yeah, this is something that's still not easy for me. So light, and then pressing down, light, pressing down and up, pressing down. Okay. Light, pressing down. So just working on that spacing. Really, it should be evenly spaced and perpendicular if you were to draw lines between each of your letters. When we go to make the letters, I'm just going to do a two looper here. So yeah, I really actually like that, those colors. So we could go back and do some of the downstroke there. And you can see, like I said, where firm pressure on the pen as you stroke down. Yep, and the tip should bend. It should. It'll give kind of back because you're... I think at first I was so afraid I was going to ruin the tip of the pen that I was not wanting to hold it that way, because I did think it was going to like break or snap. Or I didn't think it was supposed to bend. And the more that you're able to press firmly and kind of grip back further like that, it's going to give you a nice wider stroke. You can see even there, that was like a downstroke. So you could do really kind of thick and thin depending on where you're holding your... Like this looks a little bit thinner to me. I'm holding the, holding up closer a little bit on my pen, and the further away I get, the more surface of the pen I'm laying down and getting a thicker, really nice thick stroke. Okay. So something to play around with, just how you're holding it. And then let's just do, that was blue. That's so random with what I feel like these are a nice little palette together, and the royal blue is not. We'll use this indigo blue, and this is going to be an upstroke, so it's gentle pressure on the pen as you're lifting up on your stroke. I'm just practicing maybe like a curve like that going up lately. Okay, so we're kind of warmed up. A word kind of popped into my head I was not really planning on doing. I'm not sure if I have time. Well, two things I wanted to do. So really cool, when you're done with it, you've got this nice tracing paper that's got those pretty marks on it, and that would be really fun if you have a jelly plate. I think it's GELLI jelly plate. You can make your own prints, and you could probably use this, a jelly plate it's called, using acrylic paint, I believe, to create your own papers. So you could kind of replicate that pattern if you liked it, using your plate, and then again maybe using it for collage or something. So yeah, and that did a pretty good job. It didn't bleed through. I was a little concerned. I wasn't sure, but I should know. Crayola really does a nice job with their products, even though it's geared, I think of it as being geared more towards kids. I find their products to be great. So awesome. So let's see if it will come off. Oh yeah, it will. Okay, great. So I could even use that again. I think I'm just gonna put it off to the side, and maybe I can use that. But I just love those koi fish. They're so cool. Let's see. Let's just thicker paper. Let's use this Canson XL mixed media paper. It's 5.5 by 8.5 inches, and it's 98 pounds, medium grain. This was from yesterday when we had used the floss and the string to kind of get some marks using these KARIN Brushmarker Pros. That was what was left over. I was using that as kind of a background sheet. So when I took the tape, lifted the tape there, I got this plastic sheet, and when I was watching that same video, they had played around with these Brush Pro markers to put them on a plastic sheet like this, and then laying it down on the paper to get some cool effects. So, and now I'm kind of blanking out on if we needed to add a little bit of water. I'm kind of thinking that would help. So maybe, okay, so we're gonna put some color down. Let's see what happens. Purple. Green. And that pink. And then let's just kind of mist the page a little bit. And I'm gonna just turn it down and see what we get. It's pooling up there. It's kind of cool. Kind of want to drip it, but it's in the book, so let's. We're gonna drip it down a little bit. There's not quite enough to really drip. That's okay. So you can see them mixing together. It kind of makes mud, kind of a neutral color with those. And it did lay down just as it is, which is okay. It kind of reminds me of the Northern Lights as I'm looking at it shooting up. It looks like it wants to drip this way now. And I'm liking that because now it's actually lifting into it's reminding me of like a forest scape. Like I said, with like the Northern Lights behind it and like the trees. You could go back over this and Mark Make and kind of draw in some trees with the Northern Lights. That's kind of cool. Well, maybe we'll have to play with this more another time. Let's just put the rest of it down here. Let's see what anything comes off that. Let's just spray the sheet. I'm gonna try spraying the sheet. Okay, so perhaps spraying the sheet and the paper would have helped, which would make sense because these are water-based inks. Ooh, and that's a cool effect too. I like that. Ooh, look at that. It's got the light. Okay, so this would be really fun. Just a plastic sheet, or I had actually grabbed some saran wrap too to try. Saran wrap. Let's just do, I'm really liking that purple. Let's just try putting some of the purple down. See what happens. Let's put it right on the page here. Oh yeah, that's cool. It's kind of satisfying to just play with it right there. Okay. Yep. And then you could just use the saran wrap and kind of dab it around and get some different effects. Yeah, so just another way you might be able to play around and use those markers. They are an investment. I've found them to be worth it. I think I probably enjoy them the most when I'm doing the brush lettering. I do love the Tombow markers though. They are quite different though in feel when you're using them. Yeah, now this is really blooming up. Not loving it as much, but I think if you went in and made with some mark making and did some trees, that could be really cool, like I said. So just another way to play with those markers. Okay. Oh goodness. Okay, we have just a few minutes. I think I was saying a word had kind of popped in my head right before I was ready to turn the camera on, and the word that came into my mind was balance. So I'm thinking that would be kind of fun. I have not used any of really my browns or kind of neutrals, so I thought that could be time to test these out. Maybe some gray. And there are a lot of browns and neutrals in this. This is the box. I think I showed it yesterday in yesterday's video. The Brush Marker Pro, and this had the neon colors by Karin, and I'm not sure, like I said, if it was Michael's or Amazon I got it from, but this set has the neons, and it's got all 75 of the colors. And I should have mentioned it also comes with 3 blenders, like 3 blending pens, which I have not gotten to play with yet, but oh my goodness, excuse me. But that would be a fun thing to get into here. Okay, so I just pulled a bunch of my kind of neutrals, and we're just gonna see. I like this sandstone, and it is 174. And I'm just trying to decide how I want to write it. Okay, and let's just, I never did get a ruler, so we're just going to use the back of the book again. Our Daily Stoic. Just give myself a line because I know that I will start to go up the page. It's just, and I'm going to do a capital B. Yeah, I just love these pens. They're so cool. It's just like a watercolor watching them. How they... It's just, I'm gonna... That did not turn out how I hoped, but that's okay. I'm gonna go with it. So that's sandstone. Let's just do this sepia, sepia is 74. And I'm gonna actually do I'm wondering if it's because I haven't used these markers, these like shades, I guess, much, and that is why they're a little bit stiffer still. Ooh, I like that one. That's kind of cool. That was Rosewood, 272. Let's do Copper Brown, 282. That's nice. Just do cinnamon, 199. It looks nothing like cinnamon. That's interesting. It's actually more of like a pretty olive green. That's kind of cool. And this is Praline, which is 385. And let's just do this ochre. Ochre's always nice. Yellow ochre. Ooh, yeah, it's like a really pretty, same. I really like those. The cinnamon and the ochre. Okay, we got those out, and then no, I'm not really loving, again, my spacing is not, these are kind of scrunched together. These have more space between them. If I were to do it again, I should have started a little bit further back so I had some more room if I wanted to keep that spacing. I don't really love the print there, but that's okay. I'm just gonna make some rocks, like some just basic ovals. And that was henna 105. And let's just do that sandstone again. Try kind of going over a little bit. And these are great for blending like that. Sepia. And the rosewood. I picked up some of the sepia in there, which is cool. This must be the, oh, that was ochre. Oh yeah, there's the ochre. I do like that a lot. This is that copper brown. And the cinnamon that I remember did not look like cinnamon. Cool. So just kind of reminding myself of balance. It really doesn't look like rocks, but just kind of like some rock stacking there. And then I think what I would like to do is, and I don't have my black Sharpie, but I do have this felt tip pen by, it's U Brands. And I think what I might do is to just go over top in a very loose cursive. And again, I'm just thinking how I want to do that. I want it to kind of lay over the letters. All right, let's just get out of our head and on to the page here. Let's see what we get. Okay, so I like that a lot better. Wow, that makes a big difference because now my eyes, it's drawing the eye to that too. It's not just the, okay, so I think, oh, yep. All right, so I'm out of time for today. I think that's where we're gonna stop. We'll just close out with our tiny book of tiny pleasures here. This was such a great gift from my friend Julia. I just love looking through this. Irene Smith and Astrid Vanderhurst. Let's see what we flipped to today. Climbing a mountain, literally or figuratively. And it says a picturesque panorama. Volcan Baru, the highest peak in Panama, measuring 11,398 feet, offers more than just an adventurous hike and spectacular view. If you make it to the top on a clear day, you'll see the Atlantic Ocean to the east and the Pacific Ocean to the west. The very definition of a picture worth 1,000 words. Cool. Oh, I love that. That would be really fun. Oh, I love that so much. I love that like coral red, like the flowers. This would be so fun to try to, I really don't want to bookmark it because I like flipping to them, but I think I might need to bookmark it. This would be fun to go back with some watercolor and kind of recreate those mountains with the trees. I love how they made the trees there. They're so cool. I've never really seen them like that. That's really neat. Okay, so I'm gonna leave us there. Wishing you a relaxing Friday, a relaxing day, whatever day it is when you're watching this back, and I hope it's a cozy, relaxing day. And thank you so much for tuning in, and I look forward to next time. We'll see you then.